Chapter 13, we are in the shorter rows of this course. Quite exciting that the semester is coming to an end soon. So let's talk about advertising and marketing in this next unit. So I am on page 311 to 309 in the book. The success of a healthcare facility depends on the advertising and marketing, and these techniques will be analyzed along with the cost. I think that is true with any realm in healthcare and business for that matter. So, yeah, so excited to jump into chapter 13. This is fundamentals of advertising and marketing in our healthcare world. The objectives are listed on page 311, flipping over to 312. There's different techniques with advertising. For me personally, anytime I open up my phone, my cell phone that I carry with me all the time, and no matter what platform I go to, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Google, um, even my emails, my personal emails are full of advertising. And the people, the creators behind this are brilliant. And sometimes they use artificial intelligence even to, just the way they hone in on human personality and psychology when it comes to advertising. Yeah, I am not an advertising specialist, but just in your spare time, if you have any as a student, go back and look and Google like advertising from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, 70s, 80s, and then like stop around then and then compare it to today. It is completely different. And the field itself of advertising and marketing alone, not even including in healthcare, but it's very different. So 25 years ago when I entered into nursing in the healthcare realm, there was no advertising. There was no competition. So why was there a need to advertise? And there were no such things as measurable outcomes and, hospitals and doctors' offices, they were for the sick people. We weren't even in the wellness realm yet. So anyway, I'm going to get off on a whole different tangent. So just look and compare the different advertising from a century ago to the past 50 years to the past 10 years, and healthcare, it wasn't there. Advertising for healthcare facilities was not around 20, 30 years ago, maybe 20, but definitely not 30 or 40 or 50. Okay, so moving past that, page 314 is speaking about the different advertising techniques, brochures. That's was mentioned on page 313. That's just a golden standard online email list, internet advertising. And I would say this book, I've said it before, hang on, this book is old. Yes, this book itself is 10 years old. So this information would have been drafted 5 years prior to that. So we're talking about a 15-year-old information we have in these chapters, yet it still applies today. So email list, that kind of makes me laugh, but I just told you that my email is full of advertisements. I can simply unsubscribe or report them as spam if I don't want them. But some of them I do want to know. I do want to know the latest and greatest of this and of that. And I do want that from my healthcare facility too. Even as an employee, I am a patient within my own healthcare system, and I do enjoy the emails that they send. And some of it is advertising, some of it is informative, educational, etc. But I would, for me today, if I were a healthcare facility manager and this was my arena, I would go with internet advertising. And what I mean is more so social media than just internet. Because, like I said, everybody has a cell phone in their hand. Not some ages don't, but majority of people do. Even across the world, the access to cell phones has increased. So anyway, all right, page 316. Um, that is an example of an email consent form. We kind of do that in our healthcare facility forms. It's just kind of automatic these days too. Media, local facilities, advertising boards are mentioned. So we continue to page 318, 319, investment. So investment is going to be the critical key as a manager. You want to get the word out. And I shouldn't just say manager, but a leader in this marketing arena. You want to know design elements that are going to give you the most for your money because this is a business. Networking is huge. when it comes to advertising and marketing. You'll even find that certain members of your leadership team will attend different events, workshops such as that, local and travel across the nation. Because what if something over here in North Carolina is working exceptionally well and there's a conference out in Oregon or vice versa. Maybe there's a hospital healthcare facility in Montana who has done an exceptional job at advertising and marketing that would work great in New York. So anyway, just networking. Never discount networking when we're talking about marketing and advertising and healthcare in general. Page 332, then you're going to flip to some abbreviations and figure 13.6 takes up a couple pages. Page 325, online social networks. I don't even know what the Ning was 15 years ago, Ning. Maybe it's what Bing is today. I'm not sure. But it's interesting to go back and read what this author would have been researching and studying to create this book. Marketing success, time frame, bottom line, page 326, 327. And that's the end of the chapter. So, chapter 13, straightforward. Read it, enjoy it, and let me know if you have any questions.